started with the ceremony. If you all would kindly take your seats so that we can prepare to start the ceremony. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Cynthia Linton Gary, and I have the pleasure of serving as HCC's trustee for District 7 and as board chair of the Board of Trustees. I am pleased to welcome you to the ceremonial swearing in of our newly elected and re-elected trustees. We are elated that you were able to join us to witness and celebrate this momentous occasion in the lives of this institution. This is an important day for the Board of Trustees as well as our families, the communities we have joined and been elected to serve, the students, the faculty, the staff, and the administration. HCC is an institution that is founded on offering the best higher education experience and opportunities to everyone we serve. I would like to take this moment to recognize members of the Houston Community College Board of Trustees. District 1, Monica Reichart, who's our board vice chair. District 2, Charlene Ward Johnson. District 3, Dr. Adriana Tamez. District 4, and one of our honorees of today, Trustee Lalu Davies Humentes. Did I get it close? I was scared to say it. Okay. District 5, and also one of our new honorees is Trustee Sean Sheben. District 6, Trustee Dave Wilson. District 8, Trustee Eva Laredo. District 9, and honoree, Dr. Prieta Vanderbilt Stallworth. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, thank you for coming out to share in this prestigious event today. I am honored to introduce our Interim Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, to provide remarks on behalf of the college administration. Dr. Ford Fisher.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone. Today is a day of celebration and an opportunity to acknowledge those who have been recently duly elected to serve Houston Community College as a member of its Board of Trustees. On behalf of this administration, the faculty and staff, and our students, congratulations to Trustee Lalu Davies Yamitan, District 4. Congratulations. Trustee Sean Sheben, District 5. And to Dr. Prieta Vanderbilt Stallworth, District 9. as they begin and continue their service on the HCC Governing Board. We acknowledge your dedication and commitment to public service, particularly in your capacity as trustees here at HCC. We look forward to working with you to advance the mission and vision of the college and elevating the lives of those whom we serve throughout the Houston Community College District and region. As our vision states, Houston Community College shapes the future for its students with innovative, affordable, timely, responsive, and continuously improving educational programs and services. In partnership with the communities we serve, we, with you, play a pivotal role in the successful future of our region's economic development, its workforce, and our diverse communities. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the Board of Trustees for their unwavering dedication and commitment to HCC. Trustees, we appreciate your service and look forward to working with each of you and the entire board in service to our students and the community. So again, congratulations to our recently duly elected trustees. We stand ready and committed to working with each of you as we embark upon a new year in our journey together at HCC. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Trustee Monica Reichard, who is our Vice Chair of the Board, to lead us in the invocation.
Thank you. Let us pray silently together, each one of us according to our beliefs. Let us offer thanks for this beautiful day, beautiful celebration, these strong, principled, ethical individuals chosen to serve our college and community, and everyone here supporting them and supporting our college. Let us be a source of hope, guidance, ethics, integrity, and support, focus, and service for our students, faculty, staff, and the Houston community. Thank you. Now, at this time, we would like to recognize elected officials and special guests joining us today. Elected officials, we have Murray G. Martin, pastor, Holman Street Baptist Church. Thank you for joining us. The Honorable Dr. Reagan Flowers, former HCC trustee. The Honorable Randy Bates, former Lone Star College trustee. The Honorable Vanessa Gilmore, retired U.S. District Judge. The Honorable Jerry Davis, former Houston City Council member. And the Honorable and newly elected City of Houston Controller, Chris Hollins. Thank you for being here today. We would also like to recognize those family members and friends of our trustees joining us for this auspicious occasion. Would the family and friends of Trustee Lalu Davies please stand to be recognized? Would the family and friends of Trustee Sean Cheban please stand for recognition? Would the family and friends of Dr. Preta Vanderbilt Stallworth please stand and be recognized? We are so glad to have you join us today. Thank you for the support as we continue to serve in the trusteeship capacity on behalf of the students in our communities. Thank you.
Now we will move to administering of the oath of office for our trustees. The trustees' affirmation of the oath of office is one of the most significant and memorable events that a member of the board has the privilege of being a part of. It is an opportunity to renew our commitments to make Houston Community College the most relevant community college in the country and to carry out the priorities identified for the institution to include the success of our students. I am pleased to invite Trustee Lalu Davies, newly elected to the trustee position for District 4, to come up for the administering of the oath of office by the Honorable Vanessa Gilmore, retired United States District Judge from the Southern District of Texas. Welcome.
There we go. I state your name.
Laulu Davies Yemi Tong.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Houston Community College System Trustee, District 4,
of Houston Community College System Trustee District 4
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Trustee Davies Yamitan. And thank you, Judge Gilmore. I am pleased to invite Trustee Sean Cheban, newly elected to trustee position for District 5, to come forward for the administering of the oath of office by his lovely wife, Miss Brittany Wright Cheban.
I, Trustee Sean Cheban,
I, Trustee Sean Cheban,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of
Houston Community College System
Trustee District 5
Trustee District 5
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will,
and will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and this state.
and this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Trustee Cheban.
Congratulations, Trustee Cheban, and thank you, Mrs. Cheban. I am now pleased to recognize and invite Dr. Prieta Vanderbilt Stallworth, re-elected trustee for District 9, to come forward for the administering of the oath of office by Pastor Murray G. Martin, Senior Pastor of Holman Street Baptist Church.
I'd like to ask Alice Thomas if she would come and hold the Bible for me, please. I never do this right. They always have to tell me. I'm ready. I, Prieta Vanderbilt Stallworth,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of the Houston Community College System,
of the Houston Community College System,
Trustee District 9
Trustee District 9
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Turned out pretty good. Yes.
Congratulations, Dr. Prieta Vanderbilt Stallworth. And again, we say thank you to Pastor Martin. We will now hear from Trustee Eva Laredo, Secretary and Trustee for District 8, for the presentations of the certificates of election.
Good morning, buenos dias. It is customary at the conclusion of the administration of oath that each trustee is provided a ceremonial certificate of election. It is my pleasure to present the ceremonial certificate of election to Trustees Davis, District 4, Trustee Cheban, District 5, and Dr. Vanderbilt Stallworth, District 9. So will Trustee Davis please come forward? Trustee Shaban from District 4. Oh, no, 5. 5, sorry.
Switching it around.
District 5. And now we have for District 9, Dr. Vanderbilt Stallworth. Thank you.
Finish. We will now have remarks from our honorees, beginning with Trustee Cheban.
Thank you, Madam Board Chair. Just wanted to open with a word of thanks. Thank you to my wife, Brittany, for your partnership through this campaign and for the last almost decade. Thank you to my son, Gabriel, for being incredibly well behaved through the whole ceremony. It was kind of a 50-50 there for a while. Thank you to the citizens and voters of District 5 for entrusting this responsibility in me. And just a special word of thanks to the HCC staff, starting with Interim Chancellor Dr. Ford Fisher and all the way down. The kindness, the warmth, the generosity of your time and your talents and your thoughts to date has been tremendous. And it's both inspired me and made me, frankly, a little bit nervous about what I'm getting into. Just the depth of knowledge and dedication and compassion, and again, generosity that I see as I'm walking into this just incredible team is a bit overwhelming. So just thank you to all of y'all. I'm really looking forward to working with y'all and the board and Dr. Ford Fisher, the Chancellor. Just really thrilled to join you on this journey to help HCC be the best version of itself. So thank y'all, and I'm really looking forward to it.
We will now have remarks from Trustee Vanderbilt Stallworth.
It is an honor to stand here for a third time because as the first board, we were charged with establishing what this institution would become. And some of you who were here then understand the challenge that we met as a board. I really want to take a moment to thank some very special people who are no longer here. Officer Roland Bayless and Cherie Harris Fisher. Those are the two people that when I decided to sign my name the first time, they rolled with me in 2017. My closest friends, my family members, and there are a lot of us. They decided that if I was crazy enough to sign my name, then they would roll with me too. So I want to take a moment to thank my Bay City kinfolk from Mother Zion Church, my Blue Ridge Church family, my Holman Street Church family, and Mama Thomas. And if you know anything about Holman Street, you would know about Mama Thomas. And to the two people in this audience who have been PTO queen and king with me for 25 years, is that correct, Jonathan? About that long. Francis, about that long. I want to say thank you because your wisdom that I gleaned kept me here. It kept me focused and it kept me disciplined. And I want to thank my community, my AAR 5416 team in South Campus, and my top ladies of distinction, because they have been strong supporters and they have been volunteers throughout this season. So thank you for Houston Community College, for the administration team, and for the board services team who has to deal with the 9 of us. That's a challenge. And I just want to say, it's a blessing to see you again, Vanessa. It's really good to see you. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to serving the next 6 years here as trustee District 9.
We will now hear remarks from Trustee Davies.
All right, good morning. Buenos dias. E caro. For those who don't know, that is how we greet you in my native tongue of Yoruba, which I'm mildly fluent in, though my grandfather might debate the merits of my fluency. To Madam Chair, my fellow church member, many people would not know, her son and I attended Kempner High School together out in Fort Bend, so I have a long history with the Letton Gary family. To HCC Chancellor Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, thank you for your outstanding leadership, for your long-term commitment to this institution. To my colleagues on the Board of Trustees, for your steadfastness and your commitment to this institution. The work that you've been doing has not oftentimes been easy, but you've guided this college through some challenging times, to say the least. Notwithstanding that, the future is bright. I want to acknowledge the faculty and staff of HCC. Thank you for your commitment, for all that you continue to do. Work in public sector is not the glamorous. It's not often the highest paid, though Rodney Nathan might debate the merits of what our compensation structure is here, which we'll get to that in due season. But I want to thank you for your commitment, because I know many of you do it out of care and compassion and the care for the students that you get to influence every single day. So I want to thank you all for that. I'm overcome by a sense of elatedness and optimism. That's what I think of when I see Houston Community College and what this college represents for Houston, for the families we serve, and those that are come after us. While I don't want to spend much of my time talking about what I'm going to do, I think it's Harry Ford who said, you can't build a reputation by talking about what you're going to do. But I do think it's important that I talk to you a little bit about who I am and my background, the things that I care about and what made me want to step up to this seat at this college, and what my approach is going to be in working with my colleagues, in working with the staff, and in working with the community at large. So a little bit about my background. I'm a son of immigrants. My presence here is highly unlikely. And it's a story that is often heard and rehearsed, but just want you to pause for a moment and think. A kid born in some far place in Nigeria makes it to this magical place, America. And the possibilities that education wrought on for me and my family has been beyond my wildest dreams and imaginations of what was possible. Taking a public school education, I attended University of Houston downtown. I want to acknowledge Dr. Lauren Blanchard and my former classmate, SGA member, Dr. Liza Alonzo, who are here present, supporting me. So I took that education from UHD, started a business, small real estate brokerage company. I was selling homes. Slanging them homes. You know, we used to have, back then, Ashley, you might appreciate this, to dial onto our MLS system, you needed a phone line was the only way you could look at property information in Houston that you now readily access on your phone. And I know Jamila Winsey, my colleague at HAR, and my other colleagues from HAR, including Grant, that might have been before y'all's time, but we've come a long way. Started a small business, and that business forced me to get involved with community. Community led me to so many other things that opened doors of possibilities, and I got to know so many of you along the way because of those opportunities. From there, I got into housing development, and my work in community could not have been better influenced by having the opportunity to work in development of affordable housing. And Dr. Ford Fisher, many of the students that we serve are beneficiaries of affordable housing. So this is something that's deeply connected to my daily work. And now here we are, here at HCC, who I think is by far one of the most outstanding institutions of learning and workforce development in the country, period. But we can be greater still. And to my colleagues, I tell you, and to the staff and faculty, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And so their responsibility of taking HCC to that next level is ours and yours, the audience collectively, because it's going to take everyone in this community working together hand in hand to make possible this bright future that I talk about. So I've said enough about me. I've said a bit about the college. Dr. Ford Fisher, my colleagues know this. Some of the things that are super important to me, we have to give young people a reason to hope, a hope and a destination for them to get to. That's why, hopefully working with my colleagues, we're going to double down on the efforts of my predecessor a few terms ago in this seat, Professor Carol Robinson, about pre-admitting 8th grade students, letting them know that if you're within the service area of Houston Community College, you're automatically pre-enrolled because you're eligible for dual credit. And when we do that, Dr. Barillo, we also have to follow up with them after their 9th grade freshman year to say, hey, by the way, did you know that there are these opportunities here at HCC that you could enroll for? And if you're not on the distinguished path for college, there are these workforce opportunities. And if we do that right, if we do that just right, perhaps we can get more of those students with not just a sense of hope, but we can give them things to do after school if they're taking dual credit in the after hours. So we've got our work cut out for us, but there are ways that we can get there. The other thing that's important, I've talked about workforce. Not enough can be said about that. Finally, I'll talk about Coleman College, which is home of the what I consider our flagship institution, though my colleagues might take exception to that. Coleman College is an essential institution. It's not just honed in on healthcare. It's right at the heart of the Texas Medical Center. And there's so much more that we can do and possibilities there. Many of you might not know my undergraduate degree is in biotechnology with a minor in chemistry. So I was a pre-med student. So when I talk about my passion for working with the students at Holman and making sure that we're preparing our future leaders in medicine, I was once one of those students. So I understand it all too intimately well. So I've talked about myself. I've talked about my interest in the college. Now let me tell you a bit about my approach. Change is the only constant. And in my approach in dealing with each one of you, you need to understand I'm going to approach this job or this unpaid job with openness, thoughtfulness, candor. We'll be straightforward in dealing with you. We'll focus on the big picture and focus on the long term, but act with a sense of urgency. Act with a sense of urgency because those students cannot wait. They only get one shot at this. And so the actions we take every day, it matters for those students who we're taking it for and who are enjoying the benefits or the hardships of decisions that we take. I'll now take a moment and just thank, it's easy to just kind of thank everyone. I know if I get to call the names, I'm going to make a mistake somewhere along the way. But I'll begin by thanking Judge Vanessa Gilmore. When I called her, I had to confirm if she was still in the business of swearing at people now that she's retired. but I don't know many judges who are retired and as busy as she seems to be. So thank you for taking the time today. I'm so proud of Reagan Denise Flowers. For our common commitment to public service and your uncommon commitment to the students and children of this community, and really children at large. I thank you for who you are. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for always leading with your heart. You know, if I were to put it in one sentence, one day Reagan Flowers is going to save the world, and hopefully I'll fix the world. I want to acknowledge some of the other, I know there have been some dignitaries that were acknowledged, but I'll reiterate. And just to clarify, William Randy Bates is one of my fraternity brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi. So with the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi in the audience, please rise. And to clarify, William Randy Bates is currently Aldine ISD Board Trustee, so he is also an elected official. And I thank you all for being here. Kappa has poured so much into me, as it has into so many young men. Chris Hollins, our city controller, thank you for your friendship, thank you for your presence, and thank you for all that you stand to do for this great city. I'm going to ask my parents to stand. That's my mom and dad, and I'm going to ask my uncle Yamiawini to rise as well. He traveled the longest distance to be here because he lives in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's just say our family fortunes have changed drastically since that time that I was talking about. So thank you for your presence. And my younger sister's here. Rise. That's my younger sister, Kiki. And I understand she's in the job market. So all of y'all here with all your nice fancy ties, someone get her resume and look out for another UHD grad, Dr. Blanchard. I'll conclude by saying this. This journey in public service will never be about me. It will be about you. And all of those who need a voice, all of those who need a helping hand, all of those who need a listening ear, all of those who just need an extension of that ladder of opportunity. And so I'm humbled to have this opportunity to be at the seat of power, at the table of decision. And I'm going to lead with humility as I bring my full self in this role of public service. Thank you all.
Again, welcome, trustees, to the Houston Community College Board of Trustees. And we look forward to continuing the great work we have begun here at HCC, and there's even greater work to come. This concludes the swearing-in ceremony. Again, thank you, and we are so appreciative for your attendance. Have a great afternoon, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Please join us for a reception in the auditorium foyer. Thank you. We made it. We made it.